Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry, it's been a very long time since I put out any type of video or content. As you know, I'm not really a content creator. I'm not really a YouTuber. I just kind of go over things that I have and, you know, just simply because I love the two-way community. I love, I love firearms. I love the technical aspects of it, the engineering aspect. It's a hobby. So this is a hobby. I've been very busy over the last few months. I think it's probably been about 4 months since my last video. So I just wanted to give a little update. So primarily the reason why I haven't put anything out is because uh, it's just been very busy between work, virtual schooling, which was a nightmare. Having to work overnights, then come home and deal with virtual schooling, and then try to have some semblance of normal life uh, was just very difficult, and I really didn't have time. I've tried to do a couple videos, and I just found myself either having a hard time thinking because I was so exhausted. It was a nightmare. So I haven't been able to put anything out. Now that the kids have gone back to school, it makes it easier and it gives me a little bit more time to do stuff. So I'm going to get on top of putting out videos. But I just want to give a little bit of an update of what's to come. Uh, so I'll jump right into it. I have a couple projects going on. So I'll start with this one right here. As you guys have seen, I have done somewhat of an overview on this right here. This is my build using a Zermont Arms or Bighorn Arms Origin Action with a Keystone Accuracy barrel. Phenomenal shooter. I took a class in August, 3-day long range precision course, and it was absolute lights out. At that time, I had the Nikon 6-24. This is the Black 1000, first focal plane with illuminated reticle. Performed awesome. One of my favorite scopes, but I wanted something that was more precision oriented. And while you can do that with this, I wanted a scope that I can use to take advantage of this 26-inch barrel. I know it's only 6.5 Creedmoor, but with that 26-inch barrel, I know that I can shoot out to a mile with it with my hand load. So I picked up a new optic, which is what you see here sitting on top of this, and it is the Tractoric 4.5-30 by 56. And here's the box. I may do an unboxing thing. I don't know. Comes with pretty much your normal stuff, the scope, cloth, some stuff. Nothing crazy. But 4.5-30 by 56. It's a 34 millimeter tube, and it is absolutely insane. I got to check this out at the class, and I got to check this out in comparison with a Schmidt & Mettler PM2, which was another phenomenal scope, but for the additional $2,500 increased price, I couldn't see that it was worth it. I went this route, just picked this up. I got this in about 2 weeks ago. So we'll go down that route eventually. I got to get some more reloads going when I can find the stuff, but I will get to this in the future, near future, hopefully. Moving on, I have this right here, which I've tried to do a review on. Let's see, without knocking stuff over. This is my Bergara HMR, my B14 HMR and 6.5 Creedmoor. I just got it rebarreled. I got it back this week, and I swapped some stuff over. Obviously, now you can see that Nikon scope is sitting on this. Great rifle. I never really had much of a problem with it. Some teething stuff because I got it when it first came out. I wasn't overly impressed with the accuracy out of the box, but I was also new to the precision game. And while I was a good shooter naturally because I had the good fundamentals and basics down, precision long range shooting is a whole other animal. So I got to learn quite a bit on this. Thought it was time to put some new life into it, so I got it rebarreled again by John over at Keystone Accuracy. They're out of Waverly, Pennsylvania. Phenomenal guy, great guy, former competitor both with the National Guard, and he's multiple championships. Great guy, very knowledgeable, and what he produces for the price point is amazing. So, highly recommend them. Again, that's Keystone Accuracy out of Royville, Pennsylvania. You can Google it. And great guy, great guy. So, moving on, we're going to go back to one of my first projects, which was my SPR build. DMR SPR build is my Aero Precision build with a Ballistic Advantage SPR barrel, 18-inch. And I went through a few different variations of this, predominantly going back to the scope. So I've went back to its original configuration because I felt like that was the best way for this. Gives me the opportunity to really take advantage of what this is capable out, going out to 500-600 yards with a 5.56 caliber, and I'm going to revisit this. So we'll have that going. I got a bunch of stuff out here, so bear with me. I got a few pistol reviews I'm going to go over, like this one right here. Probably can't see real well, but this is the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. This is their full-size 9mm. Phenomenal. It's been lights out. I got it when it first dropped, like the month it dropped, back in 2017, I believe. And thousands of rounds through it. Never had an issue with it. Absolutely phenomenal. Another pistol I'll be going over is my CZP-10C. Love this thing. I do augment this with my CCW rotation. I do have another CCW pistol that won't be out here. But if I do, hopefully soon get an opportunity, I'll get my hands on a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Plus, the Shield. I have the first generation, not the 2.0. I've been rocking with that for a long time. It's been phenomenal. Hated the trigger, but I left it stock. So I'll be going over this CZP-10C. I'll also be going over this, which is my wife's Glock 26, and it has some modifications all through Hive Industries, which actually she did. She did everything herself, except for the sights. I did the sights for her, which I think are, I don't know if they're the Trijicon or the TruGlo, maybe? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I keep all my packaging, so I have that. Moving on. So I have this guy over here. Picked this up about a month or so ago, 2 months ago. This is a Palmetto State Armory PA-10. It has their 18-inch stainless steel barrel with the Geissele SSA-E trigger. Don't know if I'll keep the trigger in here because I might put this into something else, which you'll see later in the video. But have shot this, tried doing a couple videos on it, wasn't really successful. Going back to the exhaustion, not really having the attention span to deal with it because I have other things going on, but I will be coming back to this. So you can see there is an optics mount, but no optic. That is because I had the primary arms 2.5 to 10 on this. Great scope, but I wanted something with a little bit more magnification for the 308, so I put it back on my my SPR rig, my 5.56 SPR DMR rig. I did pick up a Vortex Diamondback Tactical 4-16 by 44 with their EBR2C reticle and MRADs. Got it last week, opened it up, and immediately none of the hash marks would line up with the indicator mark on the scope body. So that went back, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. But it's a shame because I have a love-hate relationship with Vortex. I like what they do. I like how they support the community. I like that they bring economical stuff to the table. I just don't like that when you get something from them, it's a gamble. Unless you're getting some of their top-tier stuff, like their AMG line or their Razor line or something where that's made in in Japan. You're essentially taking a gamble. Now I know they have some stuff that comes out of the Philippines, which has been pretty solid, but from my experience, even those have had their issues primarily taking long range classes. Every time I take a long range class, there's a Vortex scope that goes down. It is what it is. So when I get that back, that'll be mounted on this, and then I'll do a video on this and the scope as well. Other projects, what do we got? We'll be going over this. This is my wife's BCM, the lightweight pencil barrel. She loves this rifle. This is her baby, and I have this set up for her for home defense, life and liberty. I got a Streamlight Stryon mounted with a 1-inch mount there, and she's rocking with the Primary Arms 2.5 times prism scope with the ACSS reticle. It's one of the original ones, but she loves it. I tried to put an LVPO on and stuff, and this is just what she likes. And it works for her because her eyes aren't all that great. This guy right here, which you guys have seen, this is my Palmetto State Armory 10.5-inch pistol. I am going to SBR this. Was just talking about doing it today. I'm going to SBR this, and I got quad rail coming and stuff, and I'm going to do a Mark 18 Mod Zero inspired build. Obviously, it's not going to be a true clone, but it's going to replicate it pretty closely. And that's in the works too, so you'll see videos on this. What else we got? Oh, gear. Stuff like plate carriers, setups, whole 9 yards like that. I'll be going over that. I'll also be going over, battle belt setup, why I run it, what I run. I also have this, which you've seen. I think this is like my most widely viewed video. It's my LWRC M6IC Tricon edition, 4.5-inch piston-driven rifle. Phenomenal rifle. I love it. I've made some changes primarily to the light. But I'm going to revisit this because I wasn't exactly happy with the first video. So this will be revisited, and is going to tie directly into... I got so much stuff. All this stuff here. So I Primary Arms 1-8. I have a Streamlight. This is the HLX without the mount. But it's still essentially the same scope. So I got that here. Magpul Ambus Pro offset sights. A backup iron sights. I have Odin Works 1-inch mount. I got an Edgar Sherman sling. And all that is going to go onto this, which I just got back from picking up. And it is my new LWRC. This is the DI with the M-LOK rail. So I'm going to be doing an overview on this, and then doing a comparison video between this bad boy and my piston-driven Tricon. So that's what I got going on. I will have some videos in the future discussing tactics and stuff, things that I've learned from taking courses, why I like certain ways better than others, why I have my gear set up the way I do from taking class, because there's no better teacher than taking a class and finding out what works and what doesn't. And I've learned it time and time again, and every time I go back, I'm constantly refining my stuff. So this is what I got going on so far, barring the Vortex Diamondback Tactical 4-16x44 that is not here right now. It's at Vortex for warranty. Best warranty in the business. Just, I don't think it's that great of a selling point if you open up your scope and the scope doesn't even get mounted or taken out of the box. It's got to go right back. So that's very frustrating for me. But this is a channel update. I didn't want it to go this long, but you know how I am. I can ramble. So stick with me. I'll have content coming soon, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you.